Hey everybody, it's Kim the Crafty Nomad, and I am back with another episode of the Crafty Nomad podcast, Sunday Shenanigans. Thanks for joining me. Welcome back to all of you who have been with me for a while, and welcome to anybody new. Please, for both of those groups, if you like what you see, please feel free to share. If you're new and not subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell, the one that's completely filled in, so that you will be notified each and every time I upload a new video. At least that's what we hope. I don't know what YouTube does. Sometimes they go a little bit crazy, but anyway, I'm glad to have you guys all here. It is Sunday. This is the second day of a long weekend. I'm very happy to be off tomorrow for the Martin Luther King holiday. So I have just decided that I am going to just craft the whole weekend. And so I got some stuff to share with you today. Believe it or not, I have no less than 3 knitting whips. 2 crochet whips. I don't have any finishes. If you've been watching, you know that I have been doing a Wednesday wrap session where I am working on one specific project right now with some other ones in the queue once that one get finished. Once that one is finished. So I will link the playlist to the Wednesday wrap sessions in the description box down below in case you've been missing out on those. In addition, we are doing Squared Up Saturday, where I am working on no less than 3 blankets for the year. And actually, I have more than 3 blankets because I picked up another old whip that I'm going to share with you guys today. But this one is not something, excuse me, that we're trying to finish for the year. It's one of those ongoing projects, and we'll talk about that in a minute. We're going to start out with some haul, okay? We're going to start out with some things we got in the mail. The first thing, and all of this is, you know, I have a lot of hauls lately, mostly because, you know, birthday, Christmas money, gift cards, that kind of thing. And so one of the last things that I got based on a very nice Amazon gift card was these, and I don't know if you say likey or licky or just like, but this is a set of interchangeable knitting needles, and you got one of them out because I'm using it, and then all of your cords and accessories are right in there. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sets. These are 3.5 inches, and you bet your bottom dollar these are from, let's see, US 3, I believe, up to US 8, I believe, maybe bigger, maybe US 9s. I'll have to look, maybe it's a 10. I'm using it, so I don't know. This is hold on. Oh, it must be US 10.5 because got the 10s in here. Anyway, I've already been using them, and you'll see it on a whip. I really like them. They are really pretty. They work really well, and the only regret I have is that I don't have the 5-inch tips. I'm definitely, when I get blessed again with some kind of money, or if I sell something, that's on my list to buy the 5-inch tips for the likey interchangeable needles. So that's that for that. I really like them so far, and I think, you know, I was resistant to these interchangeable needle sets because I didn't understand how to tighten them well. So oftentimes my ChowGoo interchangeables would come undone, and that just made me say I don't want them. But it's all about using the key to tighten it, honestly. So there is that. The next thing is all gonna be done. I thought I had something else that I did, but I didn't unbox it yet. So I will show you that on another one. But you know, I went all in on the retro velvet. This right here is from Hirschner's. It's just the ones that were back ordered when my order went in. So it is Premier Retro Velvet. This is the colorway Teddy. And then I also got a black one. Now, y'all, I went a little crazy. You guys know this is 100% polyester, a bulky number 5, and you get 306 yards, 280 meters on a ball. All right. Now, I went a little crazy, and I already got a lot of these colors, and I think almost everything in here is going to be a duplicate because I bought some more and directly from Premier. And I got a couple other things too in here other than the retro velvet. But let's open the box and show you what we got. And I believe I probably have all these colors. So in this one, I'm not going to take it out. Oh, I don't think I got the purple. It's another purple, which is, what is it? Iris and yellow. And then this one is, I'm going to try not to take it out, waterfall. I don't know if I have waterfall, but anyway, those 3. I definitely got, did I get 2? Okay, so there's a difference. Okay, I got another Teddy from Premier. Aqua, I definitely already have. And then this one is coral, which I don't think I had. And then finally, we got the, is this the rose? I know I have this one. No, this is orchid, but I think I do have it in another black. Is that black or is that, oh, navy? Yeah, that's a black. And then I got these ones for my sister's Kimberly, and it's just Premier Serenity Chunky in the colorway black, and I'm just not gonna have fun doing that, but I'll just wear my neck light and get going on her Kimberly. So I got 3 of those to finish up her Kimberly. And I think there was a big difference in the price. Maybe not. I think Hirschner's might have had it at $6.99, but they don't have it on here. No, they didn't. It was the same price. No. Hirschner's had the Teddy was $6.99, so several of their colors were $6.99. In my previous Hirschner's order, I think mostly everything in there was $6.99, but the black was $9.99. But again, that was a part, those were part of a back order. And then, yeah, everything on Premier was $8.99. And the Premier Serenity Chunky Solid in the colorway Raven was $3.99. So that is that entire haul, and that's enough for hauling for me. I do have, you know, I'm back to being out of control. There are some more yarn orders on the way, and I will share those with you when they arrive. And yeah, so that's that for the haulage. I think that's everything. Okay, so let's get on to the project. So let's show you a little bit of progress on the February lady sweater, which is all of the bags I'm using today are my own that I made. So here is the pattern. I was watching Chevy Rail the other day, and she like took her patterns out. They were all folded up, and I mean, I think we all do that, right? I mean, I guess there's some of you guys who put them nicely into a little sheet protector and a notebook, 3-ring binder, which I said I was gonna do, but anyway, it's black and white, you can barely see it, but that is the February lady sweater, free pattern on Ravelry. I'm using Hirschner's Worsted 8. I think these are it was called Heathers, and I got it a while ago. I hear they're having a supply chain issue right now, but let me just show you. I'm going to try and show you what this thing looks like thus far if we actually, I wish I could, I'm gonna try and pick it up to where you can see it is looking like the top of a sweater. Okay, so that's where I stand. And just so you can see that there is a difference between the last time you saw it, that is the stitch marker. So we got about 4 additional rows on there since you last saw it. And now we're gonna move that stitch marker out of the way. And I forgot the colorway of this, but some kind of coral, but I really liked it, so that's the one I got. And if I could get that off without ruining my knitting. All right, so it's off, and we're gonna move it up so that the next time, so I moved it up to the top, and the next time you guys see it, you'll be able to see some progress on it. So I'm trying to work on it pretty consistently. I don't know when it'll get finished. I don't even have a specific, like, I need it to be finished by a so-and-so date. I just have the plan to work on it consistently until it's done. And so I'm still increasing. I'm a top heavy. Got some boobage going on, so I want to make sure that it's not going to be too small up there. And so I'm going to probably do a few more increases before I get ready for that lace. But it's coming along. I need to take it off and try it on, but I'm going to wait. I need to take it off the needles, put it on a long string, a long piece of yarn so that I could try the thing on. And I saw somebody with these little tubes. I think I was watching the Woolly Thistle, which is a podcast, and it is a podcast of a actual yarn shop. The lady is either English, Irish, or Scottish. I can't remember right now. But she lives in America, and she opened up a shop, and her shop is all about bringing in the yarns from Europe. And so I'll try to link their channel down below. But she had these tubey things that you could put, these elastic tubey things that you could put your work on and try your things on with. So I gotta look into maybe getting some of those. Anyway, maybe I'll eventually place an order with her shop. And yeah, so that is the February lady sweater, and that is the progress on that. All right, then we've got, what else do we have? All right, so these both you've never seen before. This is, do I have the pattern? Maybe not in here. I got it printed out somewhere. Anyway, this is called the Mirror Pond Beanie. I will definitely put a picture wherever it's going to show up, but I want to show you the bag that it's in. I made this bag, and I used my embroidery machine to make that crafty little octopus. Hands everywhere. I think it is apropos for me to have such a bag. And yeah, so I just, applied machine embroidered it onto this denim, and then turned the denim into a bag. I got a couple of stitch mark pins on there. One says knitting rules, and the other one says knitting is freaking awesome. And that's also appropriate because it's a knitting project in this bag. I have like a chevron lining on the bag. And this is how I used to do handles. I don't do them like that anymore when I make bags. Anyway, this is a Mirror Pond Beanie. I'm using, so this pattern called for a number 6 bulky. And if you watched yesterday when I did the haul in my car, I bought some number 6 bulky to redo this hat. In the meantime, I did this hat in Charisma, Loops and Threads Charisma. Have no idea the colorways because I made a project several years ago. I believe I made Rosina from Zines and Rogers had a granny chevron cowl and a matching, I made a matching hat from these colors. And so I pulled these out to make this mirror palm beanie. Now, last year when I did a make 9, I didn't do one this year because, you know, I'm miserable at that kind of stuff. I just got to do things when I want to do them. And so I had put on my make 9 last year to do color work knitting. And I do believe this is going to count for that. I did not get any of it done last year, but here we are in January and I'm doing some. So these are, okay, let's see, US 10.5, yeah. So I've got the lick, I don't know, size 10 needles on here. And the hat's going to be small because I used the wrong kind of yarn and all that, but I just wanted to get it done. So if you could see how that's coming out, and when you see the picture, you will see. So if you can look up in here, you can kind of see the star stitches and you can see them down there. And that's the tiny, tiny bit of color work that's going on. And so I am very happy with how this is coming out. It's going to be small, child size, because I use too small a yarn, therefore I had to use smaller needles. And so there you go. But what I'm learning for this pattern, it's beautiful. Again, a picture somewhere. When I bought the pattern, it was on sale, and she had the hat and a headband. And so I have both of those patterns. But what was I gonna say about this? I love it. I love how it's coming out. I love that color of charisma. It's so beautiful. I just wish it was the number 6. And the star stitch, what I've learned, I don't know if you've ever done a knitted star stitch, but basically you knit 3 together twice and then drop it off the needle, and then when you come back across, you get that star shape afterwards. It was really, really hard to do. One, because these are 3.5-inch tips. That, I think a longer tip would have helped me. As well, the row before you do the star stitch, the second time around I tried to loosen up my grip so my gauge would be looser, so it wouldn't be so hard to get into the 3 stitches. Now I also think possibly if I had used Chow which are a lot sharper than these wooden ones, I would have been able to get in those stitches easier. So when I do the next one, I'm probably still going to be using wooden, but they will be my wooden Chow that I need to free one of them up from another project. So I'll be working on that, and maybe you'll see that as a finish by the end of next week or this week. So that's that for that. And I'm actually done with this color. It's all the rest of it, unless I do a pom-pom, which that's probably what I'm going to do. The rest of it is going to just be in this color. It's a really cool, really easy way. I mean, not easy because it's really hard to do that star stitch, but not a whole lot of color work. Just enough to get my feet wet a little bit with it. Okay, so then I got inspired. I do want to do more color work. So I started another project. Also in a bag I found this very retro feeling canvas on a shopping trip to downtown LA. And whenever I make bags of my own, for me, I almost always skip the the handle. But this bag, this was on like the bargain table for something like $5 a yard, and I just had to get it because it's so retro, so 70s, and I just had to get it. So, and then I just lined it with muslin. Now, I did not bring the pattern, but I'm gonna pop a picture up. This is called A Hint of Color, and it is a beanie, and it is another little step into some more knitted color work. Okay, let's see. So, so far all I have done is the 2 inches of 1x1 rib, which is saying a lot, honestly. Doing 1x1 rib is not for the faint of heart. This is some loops and threads, impeccable in some kind of colorway like cream or something. Wait, here it is. Aaron, colorway Aaron. And then what you do, the whole hat is going to be that color, but we will shoot through 3 different colors, and this one might not. I had a hot pink, and then I was like, ooh, maybe I'm gonna do this, but I'm not sure. I think I'm changing my mind on this variegated, but I'm gonna shoot some yellow through it and shoot this green through it. This is Red Heart Super Saver and Bright Yellow. This is Knit Picks the Mighty Stitch 100% acrylic. Oh no, 20% wool, 80% acrylic. Worsted weight in the colorway Alfalfa. This was some Craft Smart I made since this is what's left over. But anyway, I'm thinking I'm changing my mind on this one. I'm probably going to shoot another color through. But see how pretty that's going to be? It's just got a little bit of color work. And I'm excited to get to that portion. And you guys will see progress on that probably next Sunday. And yeah, I think I'm going to go and find a hot pink. Or pull back out the hot pink that I had. And just go with that. So, I think that's that for that project. Now, last thing we're going to talk about, I think. Let me get my notes. Let me look at the diary, you guys, because I did write down notes for today's episode. And I have talked about the hat, the sweater. Oh, there's another whip right here. I'll put a picture of what this guy is going to look like. I do have an amigurumi going. I'm using the Yarn Bee Adorable in the colorway Flannel. And this is the koala head. And then so far I have just the 2 arms. And I will pop up a picture so you'll see what he's going to look like. But yeah, that one is coming along. I am, another one of my bags. Almost always, if I mess up on a bag, I keep it for myself. And this one is definitely messed up if you notice the upside down butterflies. So I'm keeping it in there. So that's that project. And then let me tell you the project I've been loving. But let's look at the notes one more time. Let's see. Let's make sure we're not looking too crazy here. Cause see, I almost forgot that. Let's see. Okay. All right. So I don't know how many years ago I started a granny stripe blanket, and I am using, I don't want to say it's a scrap blanket, because if I need to pull a color because I feel like I want that color and it's a whole ball of yarn, I don't have a problem with that. But I think I started this trying to do it from Addict 27. She's a crochet designer out of Europe. And but I don't know if I stuck to it. So anyway, here it is. Suddenly I just had a hankering to work on it. It was in a different project bag, but it's gotten so big that I went ahead and put it in this. I got this bag from Michael's, and in the bag I have like all you can see that any yarn. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but in all the yarns that I've just pulled, some, like I said, are whole. Like for instance, this mainstay. I don't really like this as a, let's see, what is this supposed to be? Well, it's gold. It's not a color that appeals to me. Maybe it would work in an amigurumi for sure, because you could put any color. But I had this because I was trying to do a C2C graph gan, and I really didn't end up following through. I do plan on one day doing that one. But anyway, I'm not going to use this for anything else. So I just pulled this because what I do with this blanket is I look at it and I think, what color do I want to have coming next? Guys, this thing is a monster. I don't know how many chains I made when I first started. You see, I'm like, see if I can get closer without tearing this up. I'm starting with some, this is Heartland, Land Brand Heartland in the colorway Glacier Bay that I'm throwing on there now. But when I picked this up last week, I was just at that orange. So I've done all of that. And what I'm doing is I'm not a great, I don't know. I'm not a great sleeper these days, guys. I'm just not good at it. I am waking up at crazy times and not able to go back to sleep. So I have started to just go ahead and turn my light on, a little bit of light if I can. And if not, no light is fine as well. I'm just gonna pull this this out because it's gonna all just go south in a minute. If I don't, oh, I think something just went south, so we'll have to fix that in a second. But anyway, early in the morning, if I can get just enough light to see what I'm doing, even if it's just the light of a TV, I've been working on this and I have been loving it. It's a monster. I did a video before and I showed you guys what this looked like. I don't know how many chains I chained in the beginning, but doing all of this, it's beyond my wingspan and it's folded in half. So this, when it's done, will definitely go across a king size bed. So now I'm going to put it in 4s and try and let you see all these pretty colors. So that's what I do. I go through and I say, oh, maybe I need a little white now. Like when I put this red and this yellow, this gold in, I was feeling the need for some yellow because look, there is no solid yellow in there. I was like, oh, I need some yellow. So I pulled that out. And down here, where it was quite neutral, this is like a gray. I use this for amigurumi and a cream right there. And I really like the two next to each other. And then that cream ran out, so then I put in a lighter cream next. I'm trying, if I can, to do 2 rows of every color. But there are times when, like with the gray, I didn't have enough. I just had enough to get across one time, and that was fine with me. And then down here, I think I got some Monet that's Red Heart Super Saver. And I only had enough of that left over to get 1 row, so I was fine with that. But for the most part, I'm trying to do 2 rows of each color if I have it. And like I said, this is so me. An explosion of color is what I'm all about. I absolutely love it. And so that is, I really have done quite a bit. Like from here on up is what I've done this week. So safe to say that the mojo is for sure back. And the fact that I'm not sleeping well, I just have been getting up and crocheting. So like all the more need for a craft room, right? So that I can just crawl. I was dreaming about it this morning. I was visualizing it, having a coffee maker in there and some snacks so that I could just go in there quietly, turn on all the lights I need to, turn on whatever podcast I want to, and not worry about anybody waking anybody up, and just crafting. You know, if I can't sleep, you might as well craft, right? So that is one I really was excited to show you because just all of my nail is snagging on everything. I just all of a sudden fell back in love with that project. It's been sitting and sitting and sitting, and I think it's just, you know, It's something about just, watching everybody else's videos and getting back to doing my own videos regularly is sort of keeping me inspired. So it's kind of fun. All right. So what do we have upcoming? You could leave that door open for me. Are you coming in? No, you're not coming in. Okay. Anyway, upcoming. So I'm doing 3 videos a week, just as a reminder, in case you didn't know. I am definitely doing rap sessions on Wednesdays, where I talk about my works in progress that I'm really going after. I'm doing Square It Up Saturday on each Saturday, where I'm working on 3 blankets for the year. And they're all modular. They're all like, I'm making squares and they'll be all sewn together. So check those videos out. I'll put all the playlists below. Or if I can figure out how to put a card somewhere, it'll pop up. And then Saturday, January 22nd, Chris and I will be doing our next episode of Hook and Stitch Live with Kim and Chris. Me on the West Coast, Christy from Crochet Creations by Christy on the East Coast, and all of you who we love having you come on the show with your projects, whether you show your face or not. You are completely welcome to come on to our show and show us what you're working with. So we have several categories that we talk about, but you can feel free to come in and talk about whatever you have going on in the fiber arts realm. So those are the things that are coming up, and I think that's going to be it. Yeah, that's it. This is long enough. I was thinking about, guys, you know how I wrote out, I don't know if you are on my Facebook group, you saw that I wrote out all of my projects from last year that I did. And I was shocked to see the number of projects that I did, because I really was not feeling the best for a lot of last year. And when I don't feel the best sort of emotionally, I don't feel like, crocheting. At least that's how I have been. I'm trying to change all that. I'm trying to crochet through whatever feelings I may have this year. But anyway, I have noticed that a lot of the younger folk, the young women who are out here in this crochet, out here in these crochet YouTube streets, a lot of people did videos showing all that they made in 2021. And what I noticed is, first of all, I was thinking, I don't even have half the stuff that I made, because I made it and gave it away, right? And I was noticing that they made a lot of things. A lot of these young girls, a lot of their things, young women, I should say, all of them are excellent. A lot of it is for themselves, and they don't have a problem at all making things for themselves. And I know we say things like selfish knitting or selfish crochet. It's nothing selfish about it, and those girls got it on right. They are making things. I'm sure they made stuff for other people, but if you could bring out a pile of things that you made in 2021, you clearly didn't give that stuff away, right? And so I appreciate that about the young folk, and we need to do those projects just for ourselves. I love how our hearts are so generous, and we give, and we make hats for charity and we donate. There's so many opportunities for that, but let's not forget to make a nice things for ourselves every once in a while as well. This blanket right here, this is all me. This is my blanket. It's flawed. I believe I have messed up the design in so many different ways, but I don't care. I can't wait to have this done. Like, I look forward to it. It's likely not going to get done this year, but because it's like, I got a ways to go yet, but I'm going to try to consistently work on it. I figure if I can work on it on a weekly basis, by the end of the year, I will be really close to being done with it. And then I got to figure out a whole border thing. But anyway, I think that's it. That's all. Just, make stuff for yourself. Take care of yourself. Keep on giving. We like, it's a good thing to give. But let's not forget to give to ourselves. All right. So that is it. That is all for this episode of the Crafty Nomad podcast, Sunday Shenanigans. Thank you for joining me. Until we meet again, let's keep it crafty, guys. Bye.